Hi and welcome aboard 2020. Do receive my seasonal greetings. Now if you're here for the first time, subscribe, and if you like the video, show me those thumbs up, and if you don't, well, get out of here. Now today I'll be talking about you being the chief commander of your dreams. You are the chief commander of your dreams, and as you search and find your authentic form of self-expression, it is your duty to believe in yourself and all that God has bestowed upon you. Now, I know that it's not always easy, but if you wait for others to believe in your dreams, they stand a chance of dying out, because what happens if they never believe and you stop believing? They die. I know, for example, myself, I went through a process where I believed something for so long, and when it actually happened, I was a bit, I got to a point where if I was to truly assess myself at that moment in time, my nerves weren't just from whether I am going to mess up on my lines or anything like that. It was more or less like, am I still capable, and can I really do this? So there was an element of self-doubt. But what was more strong and stood prominent was the fact that I never stopped believing this dream. Now, from about the age of like 9, 10 years old, I went to Baxter Theatre and in Cape Town, beautiful Cape Town. And I was there. I watched other actresses and actors on stage performing, singing, acting, dancing, and all the likes. And so I remember envisioning myself and seeing that's going to be me one day, because even I was attending acting classes and dancing and singing. So, but it didn't happen. It did not happen how I thought it would. And I mean, I can't fault my mom, for example, and I'm saying my mom because she's the, most influential part in my life. I can't fault her for saying I should go to school, finish a degree that is something else, and then pursue my arts. I can't fault her for that, because at the end of the day, she was coming from a protective space of understanding and seeing things in a different light than I did. But then as an adult, it's my responsibility now to make sure that whatever dreams I had or kept alive in my heart, to bring those forth and make them come to pass. I'm not going to blame and say, oh, but she could have. No. It is your sole responsibility to make your dreams come true. So in 2019, I got the honor and privilege to be on stage at Greenwich Theatre in London. And, that moment was a moment that I felt like I knew this all along, I must have been nervous going onto the stage, before going on stage, but once on the stage, performing, finishing, and getting that great standing ovation, I was like, wow, I knew that I could do this. But, without the help of others supporting me within the space of the arts, I can't say I would have done as great as I did, but they also unleashed the true potential that was within me. So all I'm trying to say in this is that believe in your dreams. You don't stop believing your dreams, no matter how it may look, because things might look different now, but that is subject to change. And now if you keep your vision and you stay in the rhythm and the flow of your life, and though it may tarry, it will come to pass, as the word of God says in Habakkuk 2 verses 3. So keep your perspective clear, and always remember, you have nothing missing and nothing lacking. Now, speaking of nothing missing and nothing lacking, this brings me to the example that I love so much about a child. A baby, before it is born, everything prepares for it. The mother's body prepares to house the baby, to develop the baby, and ultimately to deliver the baby. And once the baby is delivered, guess what? Breasts suddenly have milk. So there's provision for that. So as long as you stay in your lane and you focus on the path of your life, you don't miss out on the seasonal changes in your life. Because whether you keep wearing summer clothes in winter, or you change and adapt to the fact that it's winter now and wear winter clothes, seasons will not stand still. Seasons will change. So you're better off just adapting to the change. Now it is 20 plenty. Come on, wake up. Get the plenty. It's out there for you to get it. Now, you just need to open your eyes to what's in front of you and ask yourself a question, as long as you need to keep repeating this to yourself. What is in your hands? What is at your disposal? Because if you find out what that is and you take that and you nourish that, it will grow. Now, I can't stress enough, I think for the third time in this video, you have to stay in the rhythm and the flow of your life. You know, I can't stress that enough, because if you're not connected to the source and the rhythm and the flow of your life, what are you flowing with? You're flowing with whatever life brings, and you're adapting and adjusting along the way. So you're kind of like being thrown off, on and off, instead of you being present to know that this is where I'm going. And as the doors are opened, it's a year of abundance, a year of plenty, 2020. There are going to be obstacles that come along the way, and those obstacles need you to understand and see that they're not your stumbling blocks. They're meant to strengthen you, and you just have to persevere and push through and acquire all you ought to acquire. And of course, if you don't have anything written down for the year of what you're hoping to achieve, you've already failed yourself. Because if you don't plan to fail, you fail. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Now, that's a famous saying that everybody says, but it's actually very, very true. I mean, today's the 9th. It's only been 9 days of the year, and already I'm seeing 2 things that I've put down in my vision for the year coming to pass. And I'm just like, wait a minute, like, is it not just 9 days into the year? But look, 2 things have already been ticked off in my box for the first 6 months of the year. And the rest of the things will keep on flowing, because as I keep my focus on what is to come, and I'm not distracted about what's happening right now, I'm flowing with what's happening in my life and the rhythm and the flow of my life. Anyway, without further ado, guys, I hope you have a lovely, lovely 2020 full of plenty. From your girl, Vuvu Joy, it's all love, peace, and joy. I am out.